Assalamualaikum. A very good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Anushi Arjumend Jahan, Assistant Professor in the Botany Section of Women's College, Algae Muslim University. The topic of today's presentation for 24th Faculty Induction Program is Range of Structure Found in Algae. So before going into the detail, first of all, let us discuss what is algae. So algae, they are chlorophyll-bearing autotrophic thalloid organisms which are found in almost all type of ecosystem in the biosphere. So as the definition indicates that they are chlorophyll-bearing organisms. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a green pigment which is being utilized by plants or green organisms to prepare their own food via process of photosynthesis. And since these algae, they are having chlorophyll in them, they would follow the autotrophic mode of nutrition, that is, they can prepare their own food. So they are not dependent on any other organisms. The next thing is the thalloid organisms. What are thalloid organisms, or what are, you can say, the thallus body? Those organisms in which there is no true roots, true leaves, neither true stem. They are known as thalloid organisms. So in case of algae, there is no true differentiation into roots, stems, or leaves. Okay. Now, so there are two types of, initially let us start with, there are two types of algae, that is the unicellular algae and the multicellular algae. First of all, we will discuss the unicellular algae. Unicellular algae, they are of two types, non-motile and motile forms. So as the name indicates, non-motile, this means they do not have any locomotory organ, and that is especially your flagella. So non-motile algae, they can be unicellular. Just for an example, look at here, this is chlorella, this is without any flagella. The second alga, which is unicellular, but they are having a locomotory organ, that is your flagella. They are single cells performing all vital functions of their life. For example, chlamydomonas. Look at here, this is your chlamydomonas having these two locomotory organs which are known as flagella. Again, these flagella, they are of two types, tinsel and whiplash. Now come to the multicellular forms. So as the name indicates, there will be more than one cells. So these multicellular algae, they can occur either in the form of aggregates or colonies. Now they can be of different types. First of all, first multicellular type of algae is a non-motile colony where the cells, they do not have any locomotory organ. Okay. So they can be indefinite number of cells or they can be non-motile. For example, hydrodiction. Look at here in the first picture. These cells, they are in indefinite number. You cannot count the number of cells in this colony, and they do not have any flagella. The second one is your motile colony. Here, look at here in this picture. In this type of colony, the cells number is being fixed. They are definite in number. For example, approximately 500 or 600 cells, they are found in these minute colonies, and each of these cells, they are having locomotory organs. That is why they are known as motile cells. For example, volvox. Now, some of these colonies which are having a definite size, which are having a definite number, which are having a definite arrangement of the cells, they are known as synovial colonies. The third type of multicellular algae is your palmelloid forms or your amorphous colonies. In this type of colonies, the algal cells or the individual algal cells, they are being surrounded by a viscous mucilaginous substance. You can say that mucilaginous or a sticky substance which surrounds all the cells, making it a palmelloid form. Such type of algae, they are known as amorphous or palmelloid forms of algae. The next form of multicellular algae is your dendroid colony. In this type of colony, the cells of algae, they itself produces certain kind of mucilaginous substances, and they are folded in such a manner that they look like a branches of the tree. Look at here in this picture. These all are your algal cells, okay, and they are united together from here. So they are united and folded in such a manner that they are looking just like the branches of the tree. A very good example of this dendroid colony is the dinobryon. The next is your rhizopodial colony. Here the cells, they are united through rhizopodia, for example, Chrysidiastrum. The next form is your filamentous form. So as the name indicates, filaments, they are long structures. Either they can be branch or unbranched structures having a large number of cells in them. Now again, there are following types. Simple unbranched filaments, that means without any kind of branches. For example, Erogonium, this first picture depicts they are without any kind of branches. The second is your simple branch filaments, where there you are going to find certain branches. Look at here in this picture. This is your main filament, and from this filament sideways there are branches arising. Now the third one is your pseudo branch filaments. Pseudo means false. So these algae, they are folded in such a manner that they look like a lot. They look like just like having a branch structure, but this is not the case. Look at here. These two filaments, they are attached in such a manner that they are giving an appearance of a branch structure, but this is not the case. They are jointed, pseudo branch, false branching structure. For example, Scytonema. The next is your heterotrichous filaments, for example, Cara, or you can Ectocarpus. Heterotrichous means the branching is found in two different planes. One is in the prostrate region and one in the upper region. The next form is your siphonous form. Here the thallus, they undergoes repeated nuclear division without any cell wall formation, resulting in a cenocytic cytoplasm. Now, what does it mean, cenocytic? Cenocytic means uh, karyokinesis is occurring. That means the nuclear division is occurring, but there is no cytokinesis, or you can say that there is no cell wall, yeah, cell division is occurring. So as a result of such case, the number of nuclei go on increasing without any cell wall formation. So a cell or a filament, they are having a multinucleate structure. So such type of forms, they are known as siphonous forms in the cell. A very good example of it is your Walkeria. Now the next form is your parenchymatous forms. Here the cells of the algae, mostly your brown algae, that is your seaweeds, they are made up of boxy cells or rectangular cells, that is of the parenchyma or parenchymatous cells, where the cell division takes place in all planes. For example, ulva. And lastly, there is another type of structure found in algae, that is the pseudoparenchymatous type of alga, where the structure, or you can say that where the body is made up of filaments, but these filaments are placed one above the other in the appressed form, and from one side they just give an appearance of a parenchymatous tissue. That is why the term pseudoparenchyma has been attached to it. For example, monostroma. So these are all different kind of structures or range of different structures found in algae. And thank you. Thank you.